Alright, as people are loading, I'll go through the premises of today's mission. So this is the first SOG mission for the Argentine and Angle campaign. So do note the airfield we're spawning at is a debug airfield. Its location and control by the US government is purely so I have a place to start you guys off on. But today you're going to be doing a reconnaissance mission on an enemy-controlled airfield. The background for it is U.S. forces detected some sort of engagement, or I guess heard about, specifically the CIA, heard of some sort of engagement that happened within Argentina between what was described to potentially be Soviet forces and local Argentinian forces. The Argentinian government has been very quiet about it, and the CIA is suspicious of some sort of Soviet coup taking place. So, an SOG team has been sent to assess the military capabilities of this airfield, which appears to be the main airfield in the region. They are specifically looking for any Soviet-based equipment or technology that would constitute as AKMs, older SKS rifles, Mosins, helicopters such as Mi-2s, Soviet tanks, Soviet trucks. Actually, I can't. No, for the record, no trucks because I am using those as a debug thing. So not the trucks, but everything else I just mentioned is fair game. If they confirm, bless you, boo. If they confirm a Soviet presence here, the mission will be to sabotage something critical to the airfield. Fuel depots, communications equipment such as radar installations or radio towers, or aircraft in the form of MiGs or Mi-2s or anything that might be here. Or ammo depots. So any ammo trucks you find, blowing those up will get you a bonus. So I would pack a lot of demo. But otherwise, I would also recommend you go in suppressed. So you can put suppressors on a few different guns. Or you can take an integrally suppressed weapon like the M50, or no, it's the M45 Swedish submachine gun. I'll forget the exact one, but you'll have a very, it's not a full arsenal, but, you know, a full arsenal that has all the gear for Vietnam era stuff. But otherwise, this is one life, and you will choose your LZ location. Anywhere, I want to say outside of that circle is fair game. I would avoid the SSRs. And I would also avoid anywhere around this one military position I circled, because that would put you in close. But a Huey will be able to have you take you all in, and then once you're ready to go, a Huey can come in and extract you anywhere. Just note, if you're going to extract on the airfield, if there's any AA positions or anyone with an Igla or a Strela, they are taken out, because if your evac goes down, you're kind of SOL. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, I think that is it for the brief. Any questions?
What kind of equipment and arms are the Argentine forces using?
We do not know, actually. They haven't told us anything about it, but we know they shouldn't have any Soviet-era equipment. Maybe they will if there was an actual coup, but again, we're just trying to assess what's going on here. So it's going to be very critical for you to have someone with a long-range radio to be radioing me what you find over 5-0 so I can deem if it'll be necessary to do any demolitions. Or we might just find out there's nothing up here, and I might just order you to pull out, and that'll be that. Do note, whatever was taken in the first two missions is probably going to be on that airfield. That's an out-of-character note. So, again, the campaign builds off of each other in terms of the missions, but that's a good question. Any other questions?
What's the Argentines' tracker ability like? Will they hear us land and come in after us? Or
as long as you land outside of the two circled areas, you'll be fine. We think they might have some radar capabilities, but if we fly the helicopters low enough, helicopter low enough, it should be fine. Any other questions? All right, I'm going to push this through. There should be 2 arsenals down. Feel free to start making your kits. Should take you no more than 15 minutes. And then start making your plan, and we'll start when you're ready. Good luck.
all of Tiger, all of Green is out.
Chopper clear to lift.
Yeah. All of black is out.
Be advised, clear me when you want the bird to lift, and then bird will proceed back to staging point. Over.
Tiger.
I'll go over that in a second, Lux. Let me get this bird landed, and then forces pulled back, and see how things go.
Tiger's out. Clear to lift.
Acknowledging clear to lift. So?
Green to Tiger and...
There will be no
black.
Soviet involvement in this operation, no.
Tiger here.
Soviets
Nathan,
had
what
one
about for
mission
you
in the
related
south,
to
and that got
approaching the outer perimeter?
I'm going to use
Well,
Germans
pretty
and
much at the start of the
Argentinians
blue line.
interchangeably, Tiger, because in this campaign they are interchangeable.
Near Tiger.
Nathan, we're an extra fence. We're just going to vibe next to the
In
fence
the
of the bush
15
for
or
a good
20
chunk of
years
time
it took
until
the
everything's
Germans
ready.
as they were leaving
With that.
Europe to come here, they spent that time secretly changing out everything in the government to fit their interests.
Might be offensive, I don't know.
So this is their Fourth Reich, I would say. Now you see them crawling up right here. Where is the car? Oh, the car is coming up. I think, yeah, for the sake of keeping this, I'm going to set this to... I've noticed 1 and 1 sometimes gets a little wonky, so 2 and 2, for whatever reason, properly resets it.
Tiger's gonna take a small change of plans. We're gonna set demo on that big ass radar to the west side of the airfield.
Yes! Now, again, that's going to be
Start from
a
there.
major thing to help, but then the minor thing is going to be
Nathan,
that
we've
one
got
also needs to
we've
blow
just
up.
seen another small scale radar as well on the north side of the airfield.
Mhm.
Copy it.
But there's a lot of things in this AO that affect the campaign. It's just a matter of which ones do they hit, which ones they don't. If they hit everything, oh my god, people are going to hate the rest of the German ops. Ooh. Righto, Mike. Feel free to ask any questions. This is one of the slower ops I do where I do have a lot more time to interact with chat, at least till the fireworks really kick off, but I'm more than happy to answer any questions. Also, all the kits are custom. Player-based ones, not so much, but they made their own, so it doesn't really matter. But all of these kits are handmade. So it's a mix of German and a few Soviet weapons here and there. Because, again, this mission chronologically happened after the first 2 German ones, which just put it at a bit of an awkward tie because of, you know, yesterday's second German mission. We postponed half of it, so just got to work with what we got. It won't affect what happens in the second half of the German mission, which we're going to run next Monday, though. That won't be affected, thankfully. Yeah, so you got this patrol right here. This is the actual lighting right now. I just have a little light on, so it's a little more visible for you guys watching. But here you've got the SOG teams coming in. Let's see. All right. All SOG teams, this is high. Be advised, you 2 photos are coming in now. We're looking at them, but right off the bat, I do see something a little different between the 2 groups. Break. Group A, which I'm going to dub the group at, what was reported at 087194. The 4 rotary aircraft, those appear to be in full working order. I believe those are the ones you also reported seeing that symbolism on. Those should be a primary target for you guys, should you get the opportunity. Break. Helicopter Group 2, which I'm going to define at 093196. These helicopters appear to be not in operable condition. They might even be wrecks. Break. I don't know what exactly this faction is and why they have them here, because we're not seeing any battle damage on the airfield, so it's quite possible they towed these in. And if they are tied with the local Argentinian government, it might be possible that they're looking into these wrecks to also glean knowledge from them. Break. If the opportunity presents itself, consider putting a demo block on that group, 1 demo block per vehicle, and that should destroy them so there's nothing representable. Break. Out of character, guys, I have to use wreck models for those, but if you put a demo block and detonate the wrecks, it also contributes to the campaign, is what I'm trying to say. Over.
Okay.
Alright.
In my lore fashion. So all of the, anything with this red circle around it and the name underneath is a player. Anything that doesn't have it is an AI. In this case, all the green guys are hostile, but it just is one of 3 factions. Blue is Blue 4, red is Op 4, green is Independent, also known as Green 4. But
Tigers now closing in on the radar.
yeah, they're on the runway. What's the fuel at for this guy? He's at 50. Yeah, so he still can go for another, like, 20 minutes before I have to refuel him. So another thing I want to do is anything garrisoned
Back
here.
to Tiger. Be advised there should be a jeep on the north side of the runway.
I'm going to start individually
know.
grouping
Be careful of it.
these AI. Simply because if I group them all together, then they're going to aggro together. So then everything else that's like on the sentry, for example, I'm going to ungroup. Because then they aggro the main group in the compound, and that's kind of unfair. So everything they're starting to go for is just going to be separated. But I do that for the sake of frames, because if you tie it all to one group, then it's okay. But if you keep the... once you do this, it just is... because when you make all these different groups, it just adds a little bit extra of load to the server. But I also do it for posterity's sake, because it's easier when you're editing all the AI to have them all under one group. But I don't think... yeah, the radar station here, this should be under its own group. But you notice as soon as I ungroup them, they move around. But because their pathing's disabled, it's fine. But that way, you know, when this guy gets shot, the guy all the way on the other side of the airfield isn't going to notice. Now, here's the fun thing. If I start hearing loud gunshots, that starts the 5-minute timer of QRF. If they are able to kill everyone with suppressed shots before they can get gunshots off, they, yeah, stealth will stay until something comes by and sees bodies. But if they body bag the bodies and move them, which I didn't tell them about as a feature, that's more of a common sense thing, because half of these guys are vets of TSB. But I'll remind them next time about. But this is also the intro mission of I just want to see what they do. You know? So I'm sorry that I'm speaking in a lot of random tangents here. It's just this is how my mind works when we do missions like these. It gets a little messy. Yes, they're all within striking. Well, 2 of them are within striking positions. I have no idea what this team's trying to go for. I think it's going to try to actually like go in and infiltrate, which should be interesting. But as they do that, it's going to be a little harder for me to make these side groups. Don't get me wrong, I can do my best. Yeah, that one, by then it's too close. Not even a freaking reaction. And they're tied to the group. There we go.
Copy.
Yep, there we go. So delayed reaction, but now they're kind of looking around going, might have just seen some tracers. The question is, do they spot the units that come down, or are they going to get hit? Nope, there's a loud shot. Actually, do I even hear that gunshot from over here? I actually greatly underestimated how loud that gunshot was. Okay. Or greatly overestimated, I guess is the better term. Yeah, no, it might have been... It might have been too far away, so we might have to actually wait for the car to come back around. Which, it's gonna take a hot second. Huh. Alright, so they put a satchel down on it.
Tiger, we managed to secure the radio tower with relative quietness. 1 or 2 shots were fired from the enemy's weapons, otherwise we have a charge stand ready to blow.
FM.
If you guys want a distraction, let us know, we'll dead it.
Yeah, we had someone else in the bunker. Thought he just saw something. What? What was the point of that, sir? Thought I heard other shots, too. Alright, well, this guy's gonna start running for the command because he's still alive, so if he gets into this perimeter, then I can kick everything off, because the gunshots, again, they're actually a little quieter than I thought. It's like, what are you shooting at? Where's that patrol car? Alright, he's on that side. These guys were taken out. Yeah, nothing was heard there. So far, so good. Those guys are hidden, so there's not going to be anything bad there.
What was the range on the clacker, the big one?
5 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah, so they might have heard the shots and they're going to immediately get out of dodge.
The exterior of the silos. We had a little contact, so they might have heard it.
FM.
I need to get a runner back to the central area before I can throw an alarm. It's going to really rely on that car. Because I completely underestimated how loud, or overestimated how loud these shots were going to be.
Hi, this is Green.
This is High Sun message.
There's ID on enemy forces at the airfield, SKS and Mauser type rifles, helmet M56s, and then they're using SKS rigs and a VC type uniform.
Roger, so just a bit of a mismatch there, but they do have German weaponries and they have a German flag, so I think we all know where this is going. Alright, so they have seen the that firefight there. So now I just need them to kind of... Yeah, that's a radio tower position. Alright, when that car gets back, then we can start the 5-minute timer of calling QRF. Trench gun intensifies. I do have some guys in this AO that have shotguns. It's not him. No, is he up here? Like, one of the guys I spawned in... Yeah, shotgun. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? All right, come on, cut across the runway. All right. All right, I'm gonna start prepping the QRF here. All right. I think they'd be shouting at that point, but just buying them a little bit of extra time. Did you get out of the bunker? No. Let me go ahead and adjust global settings now that we pretty much have them. We're going to bump accuracy up to that. We're going to bump this number up to 50-50. Alright, they're going to go over there. I'll give it probably 30 seconds for him to run in and say, raise the alarm, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I do hear shots over there as well. This is going to take me a hot second to take me out of the game to load the sound file, but I do want to play some vanilla sound alarms just to let them know that things are going off right now. So that would be alarm, yeah, alright.
Hi, this is Green Team.
This is, hi, send message.
Potential officer spotted. Would you like us to capture him alive?
If possible, yes, otherwise eliminate, over. You're gonna make a run for it. Put it over there. 5-minute timer. We'll do it at 19:30.
Black two.
Clear.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't write in a thing for them to capture, so I.
Black two. Right.
Yeah, tracers.
Yeah, but Black might have created a bit of a nuisance. We're gonna see that enemy vehicle. Exfil east. Head back in north. Hit the radio tower.
With that.
You know where those shots coming from? North. Oh yeah, close northwest. Am I good to return fire on suppressed? Go. Yeah.
Cable ties. I didn't bring cable ties.
I think I did. I brought cable ties.
Come cable tie the guys on the west side.
I didn't bring cable ties. There we go.
Moving inside.
So I'm gonna have to add. That is gonna be more beneficial for them in the long run, but that is quite interesting. I didn't have something for that, but now I am gonna have to write something. So even then, I don't think of everything. They're like, yeah, we can capture, and I'm like, yeah, you technically could actually. I did.
Hi, this is the Green Team. We're smashing the radar console to stop it. The radar console?
Affirm.
the alarm.
It stopped. I'm like, what radar cons? Oh, you mean the alarm, don't you? Yeah, I know you mean the alarm, because that thing's annoying as fuck. Alright. Here, I'm gonna put one in there, too. All SOG teams is high, be advised. We weren't expecting a VIP to potentially be captured. What we'll do is break. When you call for extract or find a safe avenue to get the VIP out, we'll send the chopper, pick him up, bring the chopper back to the staging point, break, and then we will go back in to pick you up. Over. Because I genuinely didn't have that plan, but it's like, yeah. It's like
Tiger copy.
the one SOG mission where you have to kidnap the convoy guy by ODing him with morphine. All right, 2 minutes. But, you know, it's all about thinking quick on your feet. And doing what you can in that regard. I'm totally going to have to make some Frankenstein technicals, though, which is going to be very fun. But I'm going to wait on doing that. So I guess since it was nighttime, I could also theoretically start getting some additional forces out. We're just going to follow the gunfire. So I have multiple barracks here. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Woof.
Amateur Dragon, thanks for the 15-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. But yeah, anywhere where I've got, like, civilian structures, for example, this is the first wave of QRF.
Green to Tiger, we can get those helicopters that are destroyed in the center of the airfield. We're just covering our guys. He goes to place charge.
So Devil going up to work on that now.
Got 4 active ones up.
But yeah, I'm just waking up everyone out of the tents in the barracks building, so we got quite a few.
Advice, Tiger, I've got a small extract vehicle just to your northeast, next to one of the hangars.
Yep, we're also heading to the hangars to grab a bunch of G's.
Alright, 9:30. Go ahead and start sending these guys out. I'm hoping I don't have to do a large waypoint, but I might have to. Okay, no, it picked it up immediately. Sometimes the AI pathfinding gets a little difficult when it comes to that many forces. I'm also going to set these guys to careless hold fire so they don't dismount early. And then there's a second wave that I will prep later after another 10 minutes, and we'll be sending like 4 trucks. But all right, let's go back and also start getting on full-on squads here, because those apartment complexes can have more people. Now it's a matter of basically putting pressure on these guys, because this is where the gunfire is really coming from, and then bringing things out from over here. So far bodies, I can go ahead and start despawning. Where'd Soul go? Did he fold back? All right, cool. So I can delete all these guys then. But yeah, now the real combat's beginning. And they just shot that guy. I hope they know that Jeeps can only take 3 people, not 4. But I'm sure they'll figure that out. So the Car 98s are going to be fairly accurate as well, since I gave them scopes as well. So you got Dingy out here. Okay, let's have a look. And this tower right here, he's got an RPD and he's slowly firing down at him.
Where are the nearest floating elements?
They do need to start thinking about regrouping, though, with friendlies, because 4 people, even with a bunch of dudes with bolt-action rifles and German-era World War II weaponry, are eventually going to overwhelm 3 dudes with machine guns, you know? You're already starting to see them come out of these barracks buildings and whatnot. How are those transports doing? So they took a side road right here. They still won't be here for another few minutes, though. Worst comes to worst, they should have set the demo for timers instead. That way they could have forgotten about it, you know? But I get why they also set some of this. But so far, both of the radar pieces are going to go down. The main fuel depot is going to go down. That's good, because it's going to really hurt the Germans' ability to field any sort of aircraft.
Alright, those three are dead. Looking back west.
You got this guy that's coming around now.
Noob, are you okay?
Is there a contingency plan for any SOG members that are KIA or captured? That's a very good question, Luxy, and I don't want to answer that one. Because all I can tell you is yes, there is, but I'm not going to give you the details on it. But very good thinking. I love how they still have Devil Demon. I think he's been planting charges on every single one of these. At least I think. Yeah, so he's got one right there. Yep, so he has. So all the wrecks are going to be destroyed. Great. That means the Germans aren't going to have any MI2s for the entirety of their playthrough. And then for a few missions even afterwards, unless something else happens, but that's...
Black do read and Tiger. Do you guys need assistance with that?
Tiger's currently up Kai.
Copy. The Black spotted another hangar, not set up the runway. We're gonna try and go for that. It's near that 1x Jeep mark.
Yeah, so we got these teams right behind them. They don't even notice yet.
Black to Tiger, be advised. Was there anything at the radar far west side of the runway?
Oh, I'm looking for him. I just get immediately blasted.
Tiger?
Repeat.
Is there anything on the radar installation far west, the big one?
It is.
And then you can see the amount of AI they've killed at that little button. Sometimes it gets kept track of, sometimes it doesn't. So far, they've killed 72 dudes. It also gives, like, I think 3 or 5 points for vehicles and whatnot, and then, you know, more for aircraft, but... that's all I got for the most part. Alright, second wave of dudes. I think I only have, like, 20 dudes remaining in this compound. And then the last groups I'll do with 2 squads. I'm stretching it a little bit, but that's okay. He's bringing the HVT with him, which I find pretty funny. Alright, another 5 minutes. I'll be spawning 4 trucks, and I might also include a techie, which I'll have to go and build. I'm going to quickly re-enable these guys as pathfinding so they'll dynamically move around. Whew.
Careful, don't take point.
It's Anna. Spawn points are, there's a module in Eden that I use. But then you also have to set it up properly, which is probably where your problem is. Every video I think I have shown off the process, but if not, I'll just DM me on Discord. I can quickly record something, put it unlisted, and send it to you. That's honestly how I do teach a lot of people things, because... you know, it's such a small thing, but, you know, you gotta do, like, literally 5 or 6 things to make it work, which is so annoying, but that's just how this damn sandbox game works. Alright, I'm gonna start deleting more bodies behind them. But yeah, hit me up on Discord, I'll get that done for you. I don't mind. So they got 2 Jeeps they're moving in with. At this point, I need to start getting on these guns.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yep. Alright, out of character note, the Rex won't despawn, but you can see that they're on fire, which means you did the objective. Over. Oh, I didn't get a crew on that other gun in time. That's okay.
Trucks after pulling in from the south.
Shit, okay. I see vehicles direct west. The tank to close your
Light them the fuck.
Target's taking AA5 from the northeast.
That annihilated
Hey,
Gizmo.
the black taking the straight one. She should be down. Black's pushing the clear out that turret A position.
I got that other guy. Alright, you got that first round of QRF. It's mainly this one team that's dealing with it. Again, you just gotta hope they don't get overwhelmed. They do have a machine gunner, though, Dingy with the RPD. But yeah, a lot of guys just dismounted. Next wave of QRF is going to be sent in 2 minutes, and that's going to have 4 trucks, which is going to be double of what I just threw down. It's, again, going to take like 8 minutes for it to get there, though, apparently. So they've got a lot of windows here. They got plenty of time. Those are continuing to burn.
Send in goats.
Hey, Just Boy, thanks for the resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations.
Back
I do
for
hope you get a
more.
nice kick out of this scenario. Now, they could always also take those AA statics and then bring them with them and then mow down the choppers with that if they run out of demo. It was also meant to potentially be used on the Rex as well. But again, you know, it's only at that level of innovation should the player base actually think about it. Oh yeah, Mike, I mean, again, it's what I like to do, because as you saw with Anna coming in, I definitely don't mind teaching this craft. It's a really fun craft, in my opinion, but it is a very lengthy one in terms of the amount of time you got to spend doing it, or at least making things work, so I find it fun. I like to teach other people how to do it, because there's so many little things. Like this, for example, I had to re-script because we didn't have a Nazi flag in the Vietnam mod set, so I had to use a command and introduce a custom PAA file, which is a custom image file, made specifically for this game. At least I think the PAA file types. That helps optimize images so they can be smaller or take up less file size, because there's a maximum amount of file size you can use. But again, so many little things that after doing this all for like 5.5, 6 years, actually April, May, June, July, yeah, it's almost gonna be 6 years officially since 2016. There's a lot for us to, a lot to learn, a lot to go over. Alright, so the rest of these forces are still slowly making their way around. Oh, okay, it's time for the next batch of trucks here, so let's go ahead and start sending everything. Alright, you're set to careless hold fire, awesome. Preset to careless hold fire, awesome. And there's something fun I'm going to add to this convoy. I just have to make it, because I didn't think I'd make it, but after seeing how well they're doing in this AO, I've realized I do need to make it. And the reason we set these to careless hold fire is though they don't aggro in the route by like stray gunfire and then dismount early, because AI will do that. And if I need to change their dismount zone, I can do that on the fly. But all right, let's make our fun little stupid abomination. All I need is you. Put down. Disable simulation. I need one of you. Like I said, it's going to be disgusting. Disable simulation. Oh, drag glitch. How could you? Oh yeah, that's mean. I love it. Enable simulation. Alright, I need a fire team worth of dudes, and I have to drag this over manually. I guess hindsight, I could have pre-spawned or pre-made some custom compositions with that stuff, but, you know. Where's the fun in that? Oh, it only needs one? Excellent. Hey, buddy. Go commit war crimes. It is a 40 millimeter. Well, the only thing that can defeat a player base with a full arsenal is a Zeus with full access to the static bank of assets. Alright, looks like they blew this one up, but it didn't blow up properly. They destroyed the radar position.
On the northern side of the runway. We're proceeding eastbound and circling around the...
Okay, that charge did detonate, but it didn't blow up this position, so I'm gonna go ahead and...
on the southeast side that we didn't get.
Here, let me,
Yeah, we'll
notes.
go for that then.
Spawn a smoke pillar.
We are in 3 times off-roads.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Put another one in here. Some assets don't have destruction textures, so you gotta, like, do this manually. But there was a satchel here. It did go off, because I don't see it here. So we have to mark that as destroyed. In one form or another. Alright, they've started breaching and eliminating this one position in here. Alright. It's not too bad. And they still have the freaking HVT alive. There's a second one.
Crippled, go, go, go. Take a moment.
Liru's being mean.
For now.
Bully the crippled one.
I need 10 seconds.
So the reason you can hear them is because all these guys have short-range radios, and in TSB we don't have radio encryption on. And every radio is preset to 60, which is the first team or squad, so that's why you can hear their comms. But yeah, I can be really mean.
Go.
And remote control and shoot at them. I love how they put tracers in the MP40 mags. That
This is Psycho,
just
we set
kills
charges
me.
on the 4 rotary craft.
Alright, this convoy's coming in. Again, it's very slow. And let's see, after the 30-minute marker is when I will literally just start putting entire freaking big groups of infantry to come down.
Black 2 all teams clear 5. I see a convoy of sorts south side of the AO. 4, 5 times zeros maybe. Probably is QRF, you might want to pull out too.
So I think that's this team reporting it, because they're out with Vix right here.
QRF south side of F.
Oh, that's cute.
5 times, maybe 6 times zeros.
Wow, they're actually blowing up the full-on aircraft carrier
Negative
positions.
black.
Interesting.
Psycho's the only room for 3 in the vehicle.
So blowing up the infrastructure isn't going to get them much. They are filled with some bits of ammo, but it's not.
Copy, black will proceed.
It's not gonna do much.
Black to green, we have no eyes on that radar installation you're talking about.
Sorry, what was that?
We don't have eyes on that radar installation you're on about.
They've killed about 131 infantry right now.
Yeah, so we're just gonna bypass.
Yeah, they marked a radar position there, but there's no radar, so I think that was just a mismark. They might have meant this position, the air traffic control tower. If that building does go up, it does affect things, but there's, you know, a little communications tower there too.
He's extracting each
And they just mounted in, so that Vic is the one we put the ammo box on, so that's meant to be a, an ammo, vehicle to give other vehicles ammo, but when it doesn't have the box on it, it's just a transport car.
Nice guy, you got that green.
The other one was that again.
I had him because he was sprinting around that corner. I did hit him,
Tiger's
but his
location
weapon
marked
fires quicker than
accurate.
mine. So that was...
Copy, we're inbound east from the...
Oh, they blew up the fuel Vic there, and they blew up part of the fuel position. Yeah, so the secondary fuel position went down as well. I am definitely going to have my work cut out for me in setting up the next campaign mission. That's for freaking sure. All right, you got the Vicks coming in 3 minutes, and then I'll start setting up the next group of trucks, because it's another convoy that's coming up from a different position. These guys I'm going to start setting up to aggro in a bit, but it looks like, yeah, they're coming up to pick people up. I think they have the room to pick everyone up between those 3 Vicks, another 4 dudes. So I'm going to change dismounts here. And then the 5th car, this bad boy.
Alright, Tiger's loaded. We can get out from the west. We have a hold in napalms.
Alright, and that team's already getting out of there.
Copy, I'm letting one of you guys.
40 millimeters all the way back here. That thing will shred their transport cars, but it looks like they're breaking away that way. So I probably won't get the chance. All right, let me start getting the next wave of trucks down here. Yeah, that's close to the 30-minute mark we've got going here. I mean, if they completely bypass everything, then I might
we're
not
evacuating
have...
out towards Tiger LZ.
This is Green. We're gonna continue moving southeast. We'll set up a secondary LZ for us.
Copy, Black will follow Tiger. Will be extracted at the same post.
SOG teams, this is high. It sounds like you are all extracting. I'm going to put the bird in the air. Just call where the LZs are going to be over. Yep, all right, we're good on that.
Solid car.
Lift up, baby. I need you. But yeah, no, that was pretty textbook. Did they have the demo on these choppers, but are they going to set it, or is it set to a timer? Yes. Oh, yeah, no, the 40mm technical. There's another type of technical what I've been using 20mm cannons on. That's another staple of the German force here. I just haven't deployed it to them yet because they only have a limited number, but you will see it used by the players and the enemy later in the campaign. What did he just say? He said something, this was tighter. I thought I heard Apple or something weird like that. Yeah, I wanted to see the 40mm fire too, but that would have shredded them. Oh my god, that would have shredded them.
Hi, this is Tiger.
Oh, he said hi. This is hi, Sun Message Tiger.
What was the ETA for the extract?
Extract is in the air at this time. It's loitering right now, just waiting for an LZ, over.
Copy that. We have Tiger and Black at LZ Tiger, ready for pickup.
Roger, do you still have that HVT, over?
Negative, that's on green, I presume.
Roger, he has priority at the moment, but the other team isn't ready. I will dispatch the chopper to LZ Tiger at this time, over.
Tiger, copy.
They flipped their Vic. No. They hurt themselves, though. Something happened. Alright. Be advised, if this is going to be the order we're taking things off, I'm going to land you guys back at base first and then send you back to the other LZ to pick up the HVI and the other team. Over.
Copy that. I guess no need to take us back to base, then we can just, oh, do we have the room in the chopper then?
Yeah, that's the thing. I only have the room for the pilot, co-pilot, and then 12 of you. So there's 12 of you plus an HVI. So that's why I'm trying to juggle these logistics over.
Good copy.
Be advised, LZ Taiga, if it's still the same one, wasn't viable. Pilot's gonna land, I think it was 200 meters south on the ridge. Over.
Yeah, that's a copy.
You're playing music right there.
Tiger LZ has been adjusted.
Roger. Oh, now they're doing this glitch. Stop it. Don't use the truck, just use yourselves. So I will... I'm gonna be mean. But just because I can. Hey Barb, how are you? What were you playing and how are you doing? English. English is hard. So this is gonna give me an excuse to potentially send infantry out to go do some with these guys. What just happened to Gizov? Uh-oh. Rest in peace his internet, apparently. Whew. Righto, Mike. Glad you enjoyed it.
Green Tiger.
This is Green.
How are you guys doing? You able to get out of there safely?
Hey, we're just vibing off at LZ Val at the moment.
Ah, righto.
Copy that.
Have fun with the tequila, man. Yeah, mission was about an hour 40. Short and sweet, 136 casualties, however that might change. SOG teams, this is high. Call over 5-0 when you're clear to left, over.
Oh. One got full crest now. Clear to lift.
I teleport him in the chopper. They blew those up too. Did they not blow these up though? That's the one issue, because they have the charges on it. Do we have any other SOG teams still in the AO at this time?
Hey, Green team is still in the AO.
Roger, do you have an LZ? Over.
LZ Val Grid Rare 118182.
Roger. Be advised, I'm going to land these guys, and then we'll come back to pick you up. Over.
Solid copy.
Oh, there he go. Be advised, one of the guys in the chopper just had a heart attack and fell off. We now have room. Be advised, we're dispatching him to LZVL at this time. Over.
On the way.
Hey, Finn. Would you prefer smoke?
Let's keep it undercover. It looks like the pilot just flew over a hostile position. They could be potentially tracking us. So no smoke. Over.
Hey, Finn.
This means I can pick them all up, and then once we do that, I can then extract them. This would be hilarious if he hits the radio tower, though. Yeah, exactly, Barb. I mean, yeah, they'd ordered the 40mm techie gun truck, whatever we want to call it, to come back, but... Ooh, interesting. So they were just out of range for the other choppers. No, they weren't. Okay, they set it to timers, that's why. Oh, it makes me mad. Heli's also set, I mean, if the heli does take fire, I would disable its invincibility. I only have it set that way because I don't want to risk the chopper landing at a weird angle and breaking itself, because the terrain is a little weird, and I've seen choppers in FNF on this map do that.
What are you fucking idiot flight of flare?
Did you just
Hold on, lift.
lift him?
Get in a bit.
Alright, I'm going to assume that that one's also set to a timer that will eventually blow up as well. Let's do a quick head count. They got the primary fuel depot, the secondary fuel depot, all the MI2s, one of the two VIP. I mean, they did a pretty good freaking job with this. All right, all forces, stand by for index. All right. There's a few radio towers they missed, but I mean, for what was on the table, they did a lot more than I thought they would.
Oh, nice. The helicopters blew up.
Friendly killed 3 marksmen and a fucking pilot.
You got all 4 MI8s. There was, excuse me, MI2s. There was one that didn't blow up, but I noticed they were all on timers, so I'm assuming the 4th one was also on a timer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they would have that one would have gone up too. You got all the wrecked MIA2s as well. You got the primary radar installation. You got 2 or 3 communication towers out of the 5 or 6 there. You not only dealt with one of the 2 HVTs in the AO, but you captured him, and I didn't have that planned. So now I have to figure out how that's going to factor in, because killing them would have affected something. Capturing them is going to do that, and then I guess give you more intel, but I got to figure out how. And now I need to see how fanatical the Fourth Reich is here, but we'll see. You got I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, the primary radar installation, the secondary radar installation, the primary fuel depot, the secondary fuel depot, because you pull up a fuel truck and it caused the secondary fuel structures next to it to also go up. But yeah, the only things you missed was the ammo depot, the second VIP, which was like in the heart of the compound itself, and the few of the communication towers. But again, like, these were all of the possible objectives in the AO period. I wasn't expecting anyone to get all of them. I wasn't even expecting you to get half of that, to be honest. But you broke everyone apart into a few teams. You hit it from various different angles. You did a great job. I've got nothing bad to say. You literally left as 4 squads worth of dudes with MP40s and STG 44s and a 40mm on the back of a truck were pulling into the airport. So it was the perfect time to leave. And then they were also starting to deploy forces further south, which would have made the extraction a lot harder. They were just doing that deployment as the chopper was leaving LZ Tiger, And if you look down, they shot at you briefly as you flew over, but they would have locked that down with AA as well. So, I mean, that was great. I hope you had fun.
Yes.
Let's just go down the list because it's only 12 people. Skelly, thoughts?
Let's give him a warm
Oh, no,
welcome,
vote.
shall we?
All right. Jabokas,
Fun.
All right.
Nothing else.
Devil.
Actually, nice to see one of these kind of small scale sneaky breaky ops going perfectly.
All right. Dingy.
RPD go Deca.
Mac Marine.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, I'm good. Go
right.
ahead, Mac.
Mac.
Yeah, right. People in Target did well. It was fun. Nice small kill up and some stealth. Good.
OSH.
Black did well. No one died.
All right. AFK.
Came over prepared. No, only packs. No other anything else. Had fun.
Grim.
Well, good. Have fun as a medic.
Revanche.
Yeah, definitely fun up. The map was a little empty, but that's the only bad thing I got.
So to address that, one, it's the northern side of the map, so anything north of that is going to be empty. Two, it's an airfield, and I will say the most densely populated areas were ones you didn't hit, but those were also where most of the enemy were. In the future, some of these missions are going to be more combat oriented, but because this is the beginning of the campaign, it's going to mainly focus on reconnaissance and action based off of that reconnaissance. So I want to say by mission, I think 3 or 4 for the SOG campaign is when it'll start getting super combat heavy. But right now it's more ambience because I'm also going to use the AO for the German stuff in future ops as well, because this is me slowly building the map because I'm replacing a lot of the 2035 assets with 1960s assets. So just bear with me. Sam?
Yeah, fun. M16 go.
And Sol.
Very good.
I didn't understand a word of that, but that's okay. All right. Hope you guys had fun. I will see you later. I just got to close out my stream. All right, so that is going to be it for me today. I said I might do a DayZ stream after. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm really tired. It's been a day, all right? And then I still have to make the emu up for Wednesday. So I'm probably going to do that. Not sure if I'll stream it or not. But, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. Yep, might be back on in a few hours. Probably not, though. But thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Tomorrow we have an emu op at 2:30, and then we're going to be playing with 506 at about 9:30, which I'll be on the ground, and maybe I'll do another DayZ stream or something then. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally. Thank you for watching.